Welcome, Carla. Thank you for recording the testimonial. Can you introduce yourself and tell us, especially tell the viewers, why you are learning French?
Sure. My name is Carla Erickson. I'm a dermatologist, and I go on medical mission trips to French-speaking countries, and I want to learn French so I can speak to my patients directly without a translator.
Mm-hmm. And what made you decide to learn French with me as opposed to anything else that you could have done?
Well, initially I found a link on Pinterest to your tips.
Mm-hmm.
And I only did one, which was the notebook. And I'd been stuck before that. And I did the notebook for a week, and I was amazed how much better, how much I improved. So then I watched the workshops, and then that convinced me that you were legitimate. And then I decided to proceed from there.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any hesitation before signing up or doubts around would it work or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. So when you find things on Pinterest first, sometimes you're hesitant to know whether it's something that really works or not, because there's a lot of things online that say learn a language in 3 weeks or be fluent in 1 month, and I wanted to make sure I'd found the right thing. So that's why I tested it out a little first.
Mm-hmm. And so it worked. It's actually new to me. You never told me that you had tried the notebook before you worked with me. So I'm happy to hear that. That's really cool. And
I've passed on those the main tips to people who are learning other languages too.
And are they also seeing results?
Well, when they take my advice, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the problem. Speaking of results, can you maybe tell us, like, it's been, I think, about 4 months that you've been studying with me. Can you tell us what kind of changes or what kind of results you've seen, if any?
Well, initially, I was very uncomfortable speaking French at all. I've improved a lot there through the weekly practice, and other than present tense, before I really couldn't do any past tense or future, and I've improved a lot in that. And I also realized I had a lot of weakness in knowing whether nouns were masculine or feminine. So that's another area that I've gone back and I'm working on.
How would you say your French is improved now? So I mean, I see from your homework that you can write a lot more than you did before. Can you maybe tell us how it looks on your side, how you feel about how much better it is?
Oh, yes, it's much better. It comes a lot easier to me. And I look forward to doing the assignments. Whereas before I was like, oh no, I have to write.
So would you say that it's perhaps more relaxed or more enjoyable than other things you've done before? Or
yes,
is that what you mean?
Definitely. Yeah, it's more enjoyable. And I like the fact that it's focusing on things I would actually talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the feedback form, you said that you're less likely to skip study. Maybe it's something you could like to talk about, because I know from statistics that about half of the people cannot really make progress without accountability. So is that what you were?
Yes, definitely. Having a weekly session keeps me accountable, makes me want to try and do better.
Great, that's good. I'm glad. Can you maybe say something about the French Fluency Accelerator and the workshops and the ambience and how it completes the coaching, or if it helps at all, so people have a complete picture?
The accelerator workshops are very helpful. They give a lot of extra information that I don't think you'd pick up elsewhere. And I like that you condense the topic in a way that covers almost everything, but also makes it very understandable. And the group itself is very welcoming, and people post some helpful ideas, and it's nice to know there are other people out there also trying to learn French.
Mm-hmm. Also, something you said in the feedback form, you said you were concerned about finding the time to work with me or to learn French. Is that something, how do you feel about that now? I think many people have this concern too.
Yeah, initially I thought committing to once a week might be too much. But
and yet you're here every week.
But I'm here, yes.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that you see progress encourages you to continue. And because I see progress, I make time for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good summary.
If I wasn't improving, I wouldn't make the time for it.
Right. So it's not really the time, it's that you want to see the improvements.
Right.
And if it makes sense and it works, then you can make the time for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. All right. Do you have a last word for the people who are watching this? Maybe some advice that you want to give to them, or things that they should know before they jump in or not?
Well, I think you're easy to talk to, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
The assignments, I think, are doable. I'm a very busy person and I can still have time to do it. So I think most people would be able to do it, and they will see improvement, and that will encourage them to continue.
Right. Sounds good. Any last word?
It's fun.
It's fun. Perfect. That's a great last word. Thank you, Carla. That was awesome.